Good morning, Digit fam. Adam Dowd here to blast you through another day of tech goodness. But first, let's talk about me. My wife and I took a road trip to New Orleans, 15 hours in the car, which was long. But we rented a 2019 Toyota Camry for the trip. This podcast not sponsored by Toyota. And I never had anything like this before, but the car included some neat tech which helps you drive. I don't know the technical names, and frankly I'm too lazy to look them up, but the goodies included a lane assist keeper function and a cruise control adjuster for slowpokes tooling along in the left lane without a clue in the world. Jerks. Anyway, the lane assist would beep at you when you started to stray out of your lane, but it also self-corrected and nudged you back to where you needed to go. Combined with the cruise control that would slow you down for people in front of you, jerks, I started to understand how autopilot in a Tesla could lull you into a false sense of security. At times I even wondered if I fell asleep, how long would the car drive itself before, bad things started to happen. But the Camry came pretty close to the perfect amount of assistance that I would want while driving, and no more. I knew I had to stay alert and ready, and it was a really neat piece of tech to play with. And trust me, yes, I did test those boundaries at 70 miles per hour, which was probably not my best decision. But I'm still here, and I'll talk more about the car on Monday, but for now, it is June 21st, 2019, and this is your Digit Daily. Google is pulling the ripcord on MadebyGoogle tablets, killing off the Pixel Slate line and canceling 2 future products that we didn't even know existed. A little context here. Google announced the Pixel Slate last fall alongside the Pixel 3 and the Pixel 3 XL. The Pixel Slate is a detachable tablet/keyboard combination similar to a Microsoft Surface Pro. This is a premium device through and through and was meant to be a follow-up to the Pixel Book from the year before. Itself was a premium Chromebook, but the Pixel Slate was meant to be more. It was supposed to be an optimized experience for tablet. Interestingly enough, I personally think that Microsoft has a pretty good handle on the convertible market. I love using my Lenovo Yoga book in tablet mode, especially for audio editing. So Google trying to take on this market with its own desktop operating system, Chrome OS, was going to be an uphill fight. Reviews of the device universally lauded the device from a hardware perspective, but once you pop the tablet off the keyboard, people universally wondered just why the hell they bothered. There were software issues galore in the transition between Chromebook and Chrome tablet that just never felt right. Add to that I still maintain my stance that there's really no reason why a $1,000 Chromebook needs to exist. Chrome OS was designed to work smoothly even on underpowered hardware. You simply don't need beefy specs and the price tag that comes along with them to have a good Chrome OS experience. That being said, I have never used a Pixel Book or a Pixel Slate, so I may very much be mistaken. I just really don't think I am. Anyway, Business Insider really lived up to its name and got some inside info that Google had halted production of its own upcoming tablets. Then, Google's head hardware honcho took to Twitter saying, quote, "Hey, it's true. Google's hardware team will be solely focused on building laptops moving forward, but make no mistake, Android and Chrome OS teams are 100% committed for the long run on working with our partners on tablets for all segments of the market, consumer, enterprise, education, etc." Google confirmed that it had killed 2 upcoming tablets, but committed to software updates on the current Pixel Slate through 2024, which is cool for now defunct Pixel Slate owners. This also follows the new business model of Google, which seems to be, if something leaks, control the narrative on Twitter. A few days ago, after leaked renders of Google's upcoming Pixel 4 leaked online, Google's official account leaked its own renders and confirmed everything. It's a great strategy, and frankly, it makes our jobs easier, so we're all for it. So what does this all mean? Well, short term, it means that Apple is going to continue to own the tablet space. What tablet space there is, anyway. Apple has been trying to push its own tablets into laptop territories, bragging that you can do everything on an iPad that you can on a laptop, and spoiler alert, you can't. But you can do a lot for sure. As a podcast producer, I don't see myself ever turning in my laptop for a tablet, unless it's the aforementioned convertible laptop. But aside from a few Samsung offerings that aren't terrible, which, by the way, is the best description that an Android tablet can get these days, if you want a tablet, you want an iPad. End of story. So, while we all mourn the death of the Chromebook tablet, taken from us just too soon, let's head on into the roundup! Android Authority got a chance to go behind the scenes and look at how OnePlus's imaging department runs. The overall impression was that the division seems prone to mistakes that a 5-year-old company shouldn't be making, but things are looking up, which is good because up until now, OnePlus has set a pretty low camera bar. Now it has robotic arms and all manner of fancies to help it up its game, and so far the results are good, but again, there really wasn't any way to go but up. If you have a 15-inch MacBook Pro from between 2015 and 2017, listen up. Your battery may pull a Note 7. Apple has issued a voluntary recall on the devices and will replace the battery for free, and a new battery means another 2 years or so without having to use the dumpster fire keyboards on the later models, and that's a win for everyone. Oh, and your computer won't catch on fire. That's also a plus. And in a nice callback to the introduction of this podcast, we have a survey from the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, which does little except generate a neat headline. 6% of people think it's okay to nap while Tesla's autopilot is on. Ooh! Which is really bad. But this survey was based on the name of the driver assist software, not the actual owners of the various cars. Plus, it should also be mentioned that about 3% of people thought it was okay to nap while using Super Cruise, Traffic Jam Assist, and Pro Pilot Assist, so it's not just the name. Speaking of which, I looked up the name of the stuff on the Camry, and they're unremarkably called Lane Departure Alert with Steering Assist and Full Speed Range Dynamic Radar Cruise Control. Now, if anything is going to cause you to nap, it's saying those names out loud. Virtual assistants, the Google Assistants and Alexas of the world, have kind of a bad rap. The problem is that they're consistently inconsistent with actually getting things done. Most research puts assistant accuracy at about 9 out of 10, which means that there's a failure rate of 1 in 10. And that is frankly terrible. Literally just this morning, I wanted to turn off the lights in my hallway, so I twice told Google to turn off the lights, and it failed both times. And that's not good at 5 o'clock in the morning. Finally, I just used my going out for the day routine to turn off all the lights in the house, and that finally worked. Not cool, Google. So while voice assistants are cool, they still fail pretty reliably as well, which is likely what's holding them back. Speaking of smart assistants and smart accessories, GE's smart light bulbs are fairly complicated to reset back to factory defaults. I mean, they're smart light bulbs, so yeah, that might be necessary at times, but probably not all that often. But GE's reset procedure is 14 steps of turning the bulbs on and off at varying durations from 2 seconds up to 8 seconds. It's a little crazy, but GE said they're working on it. The thing is, bulbs can really only be on and off, so factory resetting them can be difficult because if you get someone flipping a switch up and down, they may accidentally factory reset your bulbs. What I don't get is, why not just build a button into the bulbs? Maybe write that one down for next time, GE. If you live in Japan and you were planning on getting all liquored up and flying your drone, you were good to go. Until today. Now it's illegal to drink and fly, and I think really the only surprising thing here is that it was seemingly not illegal up until now, and what's up with that? And finally, Taco Bell is opening a pop-up hotel, for some reason, in Palm Springs, California, that you can stay at over the weekend of August 8th through 12th. For some reason. Given the limited time frame that this hotel will be available, it seems that Taco Bell is simply taking over another hotel for the weekend, for some reason, and decking it out in Taco Bell decor. This is in line with events like Taco Bell's pop-up restaurant at Comic-Con last year, but it's just a lot of excess. Like, what happens to all this Taco Bell stuff once the weekend is over? Blankets, paintings, sheets, it just seems like a lot of this will go to waste, and honestly, as fun as this concept seems to be, I'm not sure I'm okay with the aftermath. So that's going to do it for today's Digit Daily. If you'd like to learn more about any of these stories, check out the links in the show notes and subscribe to our daily newsletter on Digit.com. And if you like what you heard, subscribe, leave a review, and don't forget to tell your friends about DigitDailyPod.com. Once again, I'm Adam Dowd, Dead Technology on Twitter, and we'll talk again on Monday.